What's up, Freddie?
What's up, Shady? Nice to have you once again.
Another podcast.
Another gay?
Another what?
You said another gay? Another day.
I said another day.
Okay, sorry. I got confused.
Fuck, man.
Look, today we have a very interesting guest.
Straight out of the living room.
Yeah, from the neighborhood. We have a new friend that is starting something very cool in the hood here in the new part of Nantou. We will talk about it during this podcast. Welcome, David Liu, to our studio and our podcast.
Thank you. Appreciate it to have me here.
Our pleasure.
And you're like a Nantou local. You just were telling us that you went to Nantou High School.
Yeah, kind of, because I've been living in Nanshan all my life.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
You were born in Nanshan, or
Actually, I was born in Futian,
Futian?
and I moved here around like 2, I think, or 3. So I stay here for forever, kind of. Yeah. I was trapping.
At that time, might have been quite a journey from Futian to Nanshan. I mean, maybe.
It is, because Nanshan at that time was like, kind of like a countryside.
Right?
There's only one road coming in here.
Exactly.
And it's all like fields around, and you were like, oh, okay.
Was there even a metro when you were a kid?
Oh, no. Like, probably 20 years ago, Nanshan was like 1/3 of the size. And you won't see Qianhai, you won't see Hohai, you won't see Shekou
Right.
for the most of the part.
Yeah. I mean, Shekou's the oldest part. I mean, besides like, I guess Nantou, right? Shekou's kind of.
But
like
you know that Nantou, I was reading now, I don't want to say it wrong, allow me if I say the wrong date, but I think that until 1994, the area of Nantou was still like not yet belonging to Shenzhen, but to Bawan, and Bawan was still not part officially of Shenzhen.
Yeah,
so it
kind
was
of,
like,
yeah.
Oh, I see.
yeah. So now Nantou is officially part of Shenzhen, but originally it was like actually the border between Shenzhen and Dongguan.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
it's a recent new entry in the municipality.
That's true.
And Nantou, I mean, you for sure have been in this area before anyone of us. Like,
If I'm saying like a true local, I'll probably got a lot of haters. But yeah, I stay here for a long time. Like my school life's here, and usually we'll hang around here. And yeah, it was definitely a long time. It feels like forever, for sure. Yeah.
nice. It's changing, well, very fast. I was here the first time in 2017 and still was totally different, but still was under the process of renovation because of the Biennale and the WBB. Now, of course, we are kind of part of the community, and we still see it changing from phase 1, phase 2, the axis, and now it is going to be phase 3, where you're taking over a little space, a very cool.
A lot of pressure putting on me.
No, it was interesting because like we had a tour before we even met you, right, with Anson, and
Right.
he was going around showing us like the
westbound.
The developments, the
yeah,
future.
like the how the third phase was doing progressing, and then I remember him was like, oh yeah, like these two young guys, you have two.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
He's like, these 2 young guys took over like the skinny little house. It's like 3 floors, and out of all the things I remember from him showing us on that tour, that was the only thing I remember.
Yeah.
Was this little house, and like 2 young guys are taking over. I'm like, fuck, this is kind of a cool spot, you know. Plus, I had that little like
in between space, the building.
outside little garden space. You know?
yeah.
And then finally we met. So
How did you end up stumbling upon that building, deciding to come over Nantou? I mean, you already had recently, I guess,
Yeah.
the envision of what was happening around
Yeah,
here.
because we first opened our bar living room, the living room in Shekou back in 2015.
All right.
Yeah, and it was a cool area, but nothing that we wanted to, because what we're trying to create is a local space that everybody will like get off work and come in here and communicate with each other,
Right.
and have a good time. Maybe drinking, maybe eating. You know, like
Like a
those-
drink tank?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
drink tank.
Think tank, drink tank.
But when we first Fine Circle, that place was really a quiet place, and we liked that. We love it because we didn't want to advertise it a lot. We didn't want to putting a lot of like different kind of like notice that we're open. We just kind of create a place that me and our friends can having fun in.
Hang out, like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a private place, but we definitely open to public. If they enjoys it, damn good, yeah.
Mhm.
But if they don't, whatever, you know.
So
Right.
Space, you know?
So that you don't have the pressure about whatever
Yeah,
customer reviews or bullshit.
you know, and then it comes like 3 years later, they starting to raise the rent, and we're like, this is ain't chill. This is not the way that we wanted to. So we actually by Tian, Go Cage's boss.
Okay.
And she was like, oh, come on over and check out this new place. And we're like, oh, cool, Nantou City.
Right.
This is where we like
Your old
where
stomping
we used
grounds.
to be, you know. And we saw this whole place being like totally renovated, and we're like, cool, this is cool. And actually, first they show us the first place is at your building, the first floor, but facing the square, like right behind Go Cage, that one.
Right. Okay.
The
Which
the I think it's
the
one
record store spot?
No, the theater place. Like
Oh,
right
on the
next to
backside,
it, like
on
the
the
backside.
backside.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
yeah.
the backside. And we're like, cool, this is really cool, but we want something more unique. We want
Right.
something more like local, like the old cities. So they bring us to that little building. We're like, we're down. We're down
That's
for
the
this.
one?
Yeah, this is so cool. And then we checked out the whole thing. Didn't know what we're gonna facing. It's gonna be a big problem because
Right.
everything is so tiny. But we took the place.
What used to be there before? You know, was like
Someone's
it was
house?
houses or was
it
it-
was like a rental house kind of thing because they separated into like 4 different kind of rooms
okay.
and like rented out, and the whole place is just so tiny and yeah, because I did the whole design by myself,
Right.
and I was really having problems with it.
And you're like a big. I mean, like we were there the other day, and like there's like that one particular stairs that's like so fucking
Yeah.
small, you
It's
know.
so tiny, I couldn't even fit in there.
And you're bigger than I'm a big boy, but you're like fucking taller. Maybe the same. No, I think you're a little bit more wide.
Yeah, I'm a little bit
You know,
wider.
you're
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
huge, you know. So, but it's cool, man. I really dig that space, you know, because one, it's like a, you know, kind of like independent building, you know. I mean, you do have that like ancient building next door,
Yeah.
which is cool to have as a neighbor, I think, because
Oh, definitely.
when you're on the floors above, you have that view of the roof, and then,
Yeah. That place is definitely cool, but yeah, it's it's a big problem. It's a big headache for me. But yeah, fortunately, I got it done.
Are you you guys are like what, like halfway through finishing the construction? 80%?
I think we already done the construction parts.
Okay.
And right now we're into putting the furnitures in there, testing the whole the whole building, because we got like audio systems. We got
You already put the audio system in, or not yet?
probably tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably tomorrow. And we got it all set up, and yeah, that's where we at right now. That's where we at right now.
So the place is called the living room, right?
Yeah, the place is called the living room.
And the name comes from, like, what's the reason, purpose, the concept behind it? I mean, you already told us, but just for our
Yeah,
audience,
I know.
audience to know.
Yeah, for sure. The living room, basically, it comes from the word living room. So it's like somebody's house. It come into a friend's house. But our Chinese name means 绅士, and the 绅 means the living, directly, like from its true meaning, from its like the real meaning.
Like living life.
like living life,
Yeah.
like 绅, and the room means 室, means like a room.
Okay.
So we kind of wanted to create a living space
Right.
for it constantly to change, but it still feels like your friend's living room at
All
the
right.
same time.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we all changes, all our like habits, what we're like interested in, we all changes. That's why we kind of named it like that. And at the same time, I went to American for college for a couple years, and I really get into building a man cave kind of space.
Right.
And that's why when we first opening our bars in Shekou, I was like, I really like whiskey, so let's do a whiskey bar for its concept. But the whole point is people coming over and sharing ideas, having conversations like that. We don't usually give in a definition of our place. We just go by the flows, go by what we actually like during this period of time.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're trying to do.
That's cool. That's cool. To go with the flow. And also, I think it's quite nice. I've never been in the place you had before in Shekou, but I think it's nice that in here you also have this little kind of courtyard space outside and the 4 floors there. So it's quite nice and cozy. I mean, it feels, even though when we've been in it's not finished, it feels cozy by itself, by the typology. So it's quite cool.
I'm glad. I'm glad we chose the right place.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, once it's all finished and the lights, the music, the furniture's all inside, it's not gonna feel small. It's gonna. I mean, it's still
still tiny, but
like the life will be there.
Yeah, for sure. The whole room will be there, and we're kind of using the first floor as the kitchen right now. So it's basically like a home kitchen, and people coming over.
Also a bar too, right?
At nighttime, yes, we're thinking about it.
All right.
We're thinking about it. We're kind of talk to Tian, and we might. This is not like the final decision. I'm like giving you guys a spoiler, but we might build our first floor as the goat cage private room. They only have like 6-7 seats, and you gotta get a lineup at the goat cage, so you can't walk in and just go there. So you have to get a lineup here to ask if we have any empty seats there.
Nice.
So they will like guide you all over through the Nantou cities and go to our store and drink directly from Tian.
Okay.
She's gonna be our head bartender,
Nice.
probably.
It's nice. It's nice. It's nice also to mingle and have this kind of treasure hunt in the hood from one place to another.
It's like a little hidden gym.
Yeah, kind of. And we won't have any menus for like alcohol part. So it's all about Tian, whatever she wanted to make.
What is she in the mood for?
She
She wants to get crazy. It's all gonna be tequila.
pure tequila shot.
She wants mellow.
Probably even mezcal.
Oh shit.
Nice
And
idea.
let's talk about which I'm very excited for. Is the food that you guys are gonna do there?
Yeah, yeah, I know you're gonna be excited about it.
I mean, every day I send this guy messages. Like,
Every time we meet him, you ask him about that. So is the kitchen finished? Are you trying the food?
Yeah, you can look. But if you read our text messages, like I was like grilled cheese. I was like, oh, sorry, bro, not today. I was like, how about this weekend? This weekend got the grilled cheese.
Yeah, you're getting really excited about it.
Man, like, you talked it up because one grilled cheese is like a good grilled cheese is fucking amazing. And then once you said that you have like this friend that was doing like the sourdough bread, and it's gonna be like a mix of several different kinds of cheeses. Man, fuck, dude.
Yeah,
fucking heaven.
Right now we're picking up all our cheese because we didn't want to build it just like that. We kind of want to constantly changing our cheese. Right. So sometimes we'll put like really like heavy cheese, like blue cheese in there, but we kind of cover it with different kind of other cheeses, so you won't feel that heavy cheese, but you still can taste the good taste for it.
Right.
So we're creating different kind of like grilled cheese. We're creating different kind of burgers, and it's because I personally love burgers. Like I'm a big fan of either Five Guys or In-N-Out, all those cheeseburgers, fast food cheeseburger. They always do it good, but I feel like in China they don't have that kind of level of burgers.
The same standard, like
because normally people like Chinese people understand burger as McDonald's, KFC's.
Yeah. It's not really. I mean, it's a burger, but it's not the elevated burger.
It's a burger, but it's not a burger. Like that kind of things. Yeah, right. So then we're like when we go to the market and trying to buy all the beef, you can't find the certain part because different ways of Chinese cutting the cow and the American cutting the cow, they create different parts for the beef. So right now we're using our Cantonese methodology to using different part of beef that you can have in a beef hot pot.
Okay.
But we mix different kind of Chinese beef and create a Western burger kind of thing.
Okay.
So you'll have a little bit of like the backside, a little bit of the tongue part, a bit of the fat. So yeah, we all mix it up and create a really nice burger.
Wow.
Yeah, you definitely should try it.
I'm looking forward.
And also the burgers are gonna be like a ever changing kind of menu.
Yeah, definitely, because we from like season to seasons, it's probably sometimes the beef won't be that good. We'll probably switch it to like pork only, and we'll probably switch to something really new like fish fillet or like even like sheep meat, like that kind of stuff. So like lambs, like we're definitely gonna change to that, but at the same time we'll probably do all vegetarian burgers too.
Oh fucking!
I think that
days.
Shady was about to ask that.
I know he's waiting for it.
It was coming. It was coming, man.
Yeah, we're gonna use different kind of vegetables.
Right.
Like cauliflowers, like tofu. We're gonna mix it into patty, probably deep fried it or not. But we're gonna create an all vegetarian.
Nothing
burger
wrong
for
with
sure.
deep frying, dude. But you know, I think I mean, like, it's very hard to make a good vegetarian burger. I mean, I don't know how hard it is to make a good meat burger, you know, but I've eaten so many veggie burgers in my whole life, and most of them are just fucking trash. You know, like the patty sucks, or it tastes like cardboard, or it tastes like just like nothing. But if you find the right fucking mix, man,
But what shall it taste like?
delicious.
Yeah,
It should taste like fucking delicious.
yeah,
dude.
that's the point.
But no, I mean, but because of the sauces and stuff, or what is the
I don't know,
flavor
just
of the patty?
Just delicious, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not looking for like a certain texture. I'm not looking for a certain
I will try
flavor.
it.
It just needs to taste good.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, definitely.
So like I've had like where they just use like split peas, you know, like basically peas,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
and then kind of like same stuff they do make with like kofta balls or like falafel, right? So, and they with some spices and some fucking stuff, they made a delicious patty,
Nice.
you know. But it was, and then also like if you go to, I think my favorite veggie burger in Shenzhen is definitely the Bio Burger.
Oh, the bio burgers.
They have their patty is like a mushroom mixed with like cheese and stuff like that.
I remember that. Yeah,
So it's super delicious.
yeah, because
Nice.
yeah.
But the worst thing is to give where you go to like a restaurant and they have like the veggie burger and it's like one of those, it's like one piece of like portobello mushroom. You know, fuck, dude, that's just like terrible.
The very thick mushroom.
Yeah, like a
that-
super thick mushroom. It's like all fucking watery, and then they try to grill it and add some spices to it, but it never like
Oh,
it
okay.
never tastes good.
Yeah.
Anyways, man, you got some harsh critics when it comes to your veggie burger, dude.
I bet. But my point is, the way that I create what I'm gonna do with my veggie burger is kind of like your style. Like I just want it to be delicious.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to consider if it's healthy or not.
Yeah,
like, you
just-
know what I mean? Like if you're vegetarian, you still can't eat greasy kind of food.
Yeah, of
you know,
course,
like
man.
like you're eating a burger, you're getting all the grease, you're getting all like the whole experience.
Yeah.
So you can looking forward to like you have the healthy part and the delicious part. Probably sometimes yes you can, but like in a burger,
No burger.
no burger
be
should
healthy.
be like healthy.
You know?
Yeah.
No, we are not concerned about that, don't worry.
So are you gonna be the main chef in the living room, or do you have somebody that's gonna be your?
Right
chef.
now, yeah.
Right now?
Right now, yeah, because we couldn't find anybody to do exactly what I wanted. So I figure I just do it myself. It's easier, and probably will have some some people that working with me in the future and
Help you out
can
and stuff,
get my
yeah.
ideas, and they can create better burgers for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So like burgers and grilled cheese are gonna be like your I guess your two main kind of foods.
Yeah.
Anything
yeah.
else, or just focusing on that?
Oh, we're probably just gonna be focusing on that. We'll probably kind of do a Five Guys style. There's only two sides of our burger, a big one and a small one, so
Right.
that's the name. And we'll have one simple menu, just a sheet of paper,
A burger.
burgers, and what kind of patty you want, what size, what topping you want.
So they get to choose their own toppings. Or
Yeah, for sure. You gotta choose all the toppings. We got like grilled onion, grilled mushrooms, a normal mushroom, tomatoes, lettuce, all kind
Pickles.
of- yeah, just like Five Guys.
And you gonna make your own pickles, or
We're thinking about it because we're doing all the fermenting work in our
yeah?
store.
So besides the food, I would say that which is even more exciting is what he was just referring to, is that they're making kombucha,
Oh.
and I tried to. We killed the whole bottle. That
Yeah, we
one
killed
up.
the whole bottle.
But the kombucha is so fucking good and healthy and delicious. I mean, if you have to, you know what kombucha is? It's like
I know, but I didn't drink so often. I just tried.
yeah, because it's hard to find here.
Yeah, it is. It
You know?
it really is. Especially all those handcraft kombucha.
Right.
Like you can buy it as a drink, as a soda drinks, but you never get
Here
it.
in China.
Yeah, definitely. There's a couple brands selling them as like a drink, but they don't have like actual Scoopy in there.
Oh, okay.
Because when they out the factory, you
Yeah,
gotta,
they pasteurize it. Right?
yeah, they have
so
to
it
pasteurize.
kills all the
Yeah, huh? So if you're trying to find like handcraft one, it gotta be it's gotta be local, and and it's like a small patch every single time. So it's really difficult to do it, but we're trying. That's what we're trying to do.
And you're gonna do kombucha on tap, or it's like in the bottle, like the bottle that we had together, kind of.
Right now, we're probably going to be in the bottle because we're facing a problem to put it on tap because all the Scoopy, when
it's gonna
remains.
it's gonna clog the whole like tap
Right.
system.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so right now we're trying to deal with it. Probably next April, we'll probably have those on tap. But right now, probably just on the bottle, and we'll just pour it out and have it without ice or on ice, probably. Yeah, basically it's like that.
And how did you get into kombucha? Because honestly, like you're the first person. Okay, you're the first
Right.
Chinese person I've met that was like into kombucha and making it and stuff like that. Like Joe from Bionic.
Exactly. I know
always
you didn't
done
know it from
kombucha
him.
before.
Yeah.
He hasn't had it on since at this place.
No.
But his old bar, his previous Bionic bar, he had kombucha there, and then in his little laboratory that he has in Nanshan,
And
he makes it.
that's
himself.
where I tried when we
Yeah.
did the beer.
Yeah,
But you're the first Chinese person that I've ever came across in 10 years that was
really.
into kombucha. So how'd you like discover it, get into it, like start making it?
Well, the first time I tried kombucha, it was back in America when I was still studying there.
Right.
And my roommate, not my roommate, but one of my best friend, he was like super into yoga and
Like a healthy
kombucha
guy?
and, not really, but yeah, but he's kind of into those things. Like he drinks a lot too, and but he was into it, and I tried it the first time. It was with turmeric like flavored. And I
That's
drank it.
heavy.
I was like, ooh, like, this is not the things that I want.
It's definitely not should be like your first time drinking it. It should be like fucking raspberry kombucha or something as your first time.
Right?
Not fucking turmeric kombucha.
Right?
You know?
The first time I tried it, I was like, ew, no. Like, this is not what I'm looking for. But eventually, I found a really good kombucha house in China, which we're working with right now. It's in Beijing. It's called Gunpowder Kombucha. And they're like the master of making kombucha. And they created different menus from different kind of big like food chains too.
Okay.
So, but right now the owner is like having his own kombucha house, making like handcraft kombucha
Wow.
with Scoopy. So we find him, and he was like, "Yeah, definitely, we want to kind of like try different kind of cities to try it out." And we're like, "Yeah, we're definitely willing to do it because we try the malt flavor, so it tastes like pretty much like a IPA, like a beer. And we tried they have beer flower taste too, so it definitely tastes like beer. And they have different kind of flower taste, fruit taste. After that, I was like, yeah, this is actually really good, especially for weathers in Guangdong, in Shenzhen.
Okay.
It's hot in the summer, long summer, and if you can drink a really like nice ice cold kombucha, definitely gonna.
But would you also mix it with something else or not?
No.
I mean, you can.
I mean, you
I
can.
mean, like
we can
in,
make cocktails out of it. We can make different.
Add in
you
some
also do, like,
vodka.
like-
add in some
Yeah,
things.
I've never had like a kombucha like alcoholic cocktail.
Oh no, really?
You?
Yeah, definitely.
It sounds
a lot,
interesting, yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, no, I never.
That's what we're gonna have.
No, like the only like flavors I've had was like fruit flavors, right? Or like ginger kombucha,
It's
raspberry.
probably perfect with
peach,
some
but
vodka and gin inside, man.
with
Fresh,
alcohol.
sitting outside, boom.
It's like get fucked up, and then also makes you healthy.
Yeah, because kombucha give you the feelings kind of like alcohol.
Right.
They give you a head buzz.
Yeah.
And I tried kombucha cocktails in Beijing. Oh, those things will kill you, man. Like real quick.
And then make you feel good in the morning. You know?
And you're like, this is juice, but nah. But nah.
You probably like couldn't even like taste the alcohol that much because the kombucha flavor is so
Yeah.
overpowering.
Ah, that's true. That's true.
You like a sour, acidic.
And just to let you guys know, we're working on hard kombucha right now. So it comes
What do you
with
mean, hard?
alcohol.
Ah,
Okay,
all right,
so
okay.
Make it with alcohol.
Yeah, no, we don't necessarily make it with alcohol. It's all like the natural create from the SCOBY and the bacteria.
Oh shit. man.
Yeah, so we're trying to make hard kombucha right now, and if it succeeds, it'll be pretty dope. It'll just be another beer kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, because we tried it like a couple months ago. It tastes all right. Not exactly what we wanted to. So we're like improving our.
So you have a little kombucha lab somewhere?
No, actually, we're just working with the guys in Beijing.
Okay.
And he's doing all the technical work.
So so the one that we had that we drank at the Gold Cage,
Oh, I made it myself.
you made that yourself.
Yeah. Well, my lab, it's my house.
Your house.
Yeah. But it's all tested, so there's nothing bad to it. But right now, we're gonna have a fermentation lab in our second the second floor.
Right.
We have a small room. We're gonna keep it like a lab. So everything in there, it's gonna be clean. It's gonna be tested, and after that, we'll sell it to the public. So,
But in the process of making the kombucha, how long is the, let's say, fermentation waiting process? Is like
normally, it depends on the sugar level, because
Okay.
you gotta wait until all the sugar's been eaten by the SCOBY, and it create the
Scope is like the fungus.
the
Yeah,
fungus,
yeah,
like
yeah.
the bacteria thing. Like that will take around 10 to 14 days. It
Oh,
depends
okay.
on the temperature.
Okay,
it depends
okay.
on the sugar levels.
Okay.
Then after that, you gotta put in bottles to make it antioxidant and ferment it for another probably 2 to 3 days
Okay.
to make it sugary again. Because if you don't do that, it will just taste like apple cider, like straight up, because it's super like acid.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, it won't taste like good. It tastes like pure vinegar. Like, let's put
Yeah.
it that way. Yeah, it's super sour.
And there you would like experiment in kombucha, do your own kombucha, or having like workshop for people to do kombucha. What do you plan in when you said that you're gonna have the lab in the living room there?
Actually, we're gonna do. We're definitely gonna work on like creating different kind of flavors of kombucha. That's for sure. And we're gonna do different kind of, like you say, workshop for other people to come try to do kombucha. And we probably will give out our like old SCOBY for people can try it. And will probably be a storage for people to have it in
Oh,
our
okay,
lab,
cool,
so they can create their own flavors of kombucha.
Where is originally from this kombucha?
China.
So So it's like
Well, there's a
cha is tea and kombu. Like literally, the word origin is.
Well, this is what we're talking. We had this exact conversation.
Oh, yeah?
at
Yeah.
the Gold Cage.
Yeah,
And
but
he told me something that I didn't know. It was Korea, right?
it's a Korean doctor's name, I think. Yeah.
So cha like cha of.
Cha is definitely like.
So what is that? What is the Chinese name of this particular of kombucha?
Oh, this is so hard to say because there isn't a name for it. Because back in like 60s, 70s, in every like Chinese home, they will have this big bottle of like old tea. Like they will make new teas every day. So at the end of the day, they will pour the tea for today and into this big teapot. Oh, my bad. The big teapot. And they kind of just storage it in there.
But would they feed it sugar?
No, because all the teas actually have sugars in them. So they just put it there, let it ferment it by itself for a couple days probably, and then it become kombucha.
Well.
Yeah.
And someone had idea. Yummy. Let's drink this crap.
Well, I mean, same
Of the
like,
leftovers.
Same like alcohol, right? Like, fuck, man. Like, one day, like, someone drinks a fucking vodka. Like, fuck, this is terrible. Oh, fuck. Actually, it's kind of.
But it's different. I think that also it looks like the fucking mold is growing in there. The leftovers of the tea set aside. I don't know. I mean,
the tea kind of thing, it's more like give it another couple days, and it will create that alien-looking thing. That
exactly, that's what I'm talking about, man. When someone see that, it's like, okay, let me try this thing. You must have been drunk from the fucking baijiu of the neighbors, man. Right? I mean, it looks like you're drinking something wrong, man.
But I mean, thinking about first people that eating crap, like, like that's the same thing. Like cheese, it's the same thing. Some people might try that, might find it good, and
so how do you say old tea? We're going back to the story. Like, old tea is what? Is there a Chinese name?
Different kind of tea. Just
is there what?
No, like they're making tea. They're drinking tea every day.
I know, but is there like a special name like baijiu?
Not really though. It's just all kind of different tea. Like
so, like, if you speak to your friend and you're talking Chinese, you use the word kombucha.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. That's Or other way.
But Chinese kombucha is understand like if someone never drank kombucha before, didn't know what the fuck it was, and you say, let's go drink some kombucha. Let's say I bring my wife's uncle from the village. He probably never had kombucha.
Oh, they don't know this. They don't know this.
So what word would you say to describe it to him?
Oh, I would just tell him it's kombucha, and I would tell him it's from Skopje.
And what's Skopje in Chinese?
It's Hong Cha Jun.
Hong Cha.
Ah, okay.
Hong Cha Jun means like red tea bacteria.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally.
Yeah.
And can you write kombucha in Chinese characters?
Not really though. Kombucha is like
It's just kombucha.
Because
It's
kombucha
kombucha.
comes from the actual name kombucha comes from
Korean, I think.
Yeah. So
I think
you're telling me
definitely.
it was like a Korean doctor that was making it or something like that.
I think that they give it a name to it,
Right.
and then it become like really famous in like America.
Right.
Yeah, and then it's like just a whole wave of kombucha. So that's how I know it.
Right.
That's how I found it. But
But it's a Chinese. I mean, it's an old Chinese thing, and it's super
I
super.
mean,
healthy.
I discovered this when we were talking with Joe last time, and I thought you guys were fucking joking me about drinking that thing. I thought it was like, yeah, right. But, you know.
No, it's serious.
yeah, because when I first made my first kombucha at the house, and I was like doing all this kind of weird like cooking the broth for tea and putting sugars in it, and my mom's like right next to me, and she was looking at it. She was like,
What the fuck
is
you
this?
doing?
The fuck is this? But a couple days later, the Skopje started like to building up.
So you didn't put a SCOBY in it?
When we make the broth,
Okay.
we gotta make it cool down to put the
Scoby.
scobies in there. Otherwise, it will die.
It'll die,
Yeah, because it was way too hot. When I put the scobies in there and put it there, my mom was like, "This is actually looking really familiar," and she was calling my aunt. And she was like, "Oh, remember the old teapot that we put in like our old family's table? Oh, it's just like that."
Right.
And he drank it. He was like, "Definitely, that's the thing."
That's it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then I was like, oh damn, okay, all right. So it is from China. That's the first time I'm sure that it's from like China. You
All
know?
right.
So my mom actually more familiar to kombucha than me, and I was like, all right, cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Interesting. And then how long, like, once it's ready, it can last
It's like 30,
long?
once it's about 20 to 30 days.
Yeah,
around.
we usually keep it under 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will create kind of like a fermentation taste. It smells kind of like smelly. We wouldn't sell it like that.
Right.
So if it comes that, I mean, it's okay for you to drink it. It just doesn't make the
Feel
levels
nice.
of to sell it. You know,
Right.
so we'll probably just chug it.
And then how long does it last once you've made it? A long time if you chill it, right?
Yeah. But the last batch, I think we drink it all because we're testing different flavors.
No, but like what his point is like, can it last like?
Yeah, let's say I
3
come
weeks,
to your
3 months.
workshop. I come back after 20 days when my kombucha is ready. I bring it home with me. I don't know, a 3 liters bottle, whatever.
Yeah, probably
I
would be
can-
good for like 3 weeks for sure.
Oh,
If you,
okay.
But you gotta keep it chilled, right?
Keep it chill for sure. Yeah, keep it chill for sure. Otherwise, it will create all those like moss in there, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
black, the white stuff.
And that's what you don't want.
That's when you don't drink it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So.
But
I'm sure someone tried that too.
yeah,
Back in the days, say, "Look, let me try this too." Then they understood, okay, maybe no.
it's probably maybe we don't drink it because he's telling people not.
Yeah, it's crazy because like I've been here for like 11 years, and like 5 years before I moved here, so we're talking about like 2005-ish. There was like the big kombucha fucking boom in the U.S.
Yeah.
I was like out of like nobody ever heard of it, and all of a sudden it's fucking
Everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and the
In California.
yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely, you're not gonna go to Mississippi and find kombucha. You
Oh,
know?
no.
I mean, maybe now.
Maybe now.
You know, but back then, yeah, I mean, it was all over California.
Yeah, I feel like it connects with all the health industry.
Yeah,
like
it's-
yoga
yeah,
and like you know,
right,
like
right,
those
right,
kind of
right.
stuff.
It's super healthy for you. Has a lot of like probiotics or something.
Yeah, it has a lot of
So
probiotics.
it's like
in there.
it's like a living drink. So like it's like alive, and it makes you more alive, I guess.
Yeah.
Well.
You drink more, it probably make you a diarrhea. That's probably what it is.
That's
Clean
that.
your
Or
system.
clean your
Detox.
system. It's like a detox.
Yeah,
Detox your pipes.
definitely. Nice. Looking forward. I'm sure it's gonna be good with some spirit in it.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I'd want to. I'm not try it, but like I think I want to. I think like it's either like a good for me and personally like it's either like a good drink to have before you start drinking or after you start drinking.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, kind
Definitely.
of like a cleanser, like kind of.
Okay.
But I tried it with alcohol.
Oh,
And it's also good
it's also
when you're
good.
drinking it. So in between, before,
And
after, work.
Yeah, you should have like the kombucha chaser or like the kombucha like test like a flight. I guess
The flight, the
Oh, the
kombucha
flight,
flight.
Yeah,
like-
so
like
it's
the-
like the pure, like no alcohol, and then like some flavor, like raspberry, whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
Mango, you know, and then like the next one's like some alcohol cocktail. Next
Right.
one's like a fucking banger, knock you out, you know. And next
Ooh.
one's kind of like the coffee fucking end of the night fucking kombucha, you know. Like I think that'd be a cool like fucking thing to have.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Because in Beijing, in Gunpowder, they have the coffee one. It tastes really, really
Wow.
good. They have cocktails. That's a lot of like classic twisted. So like they have the ones called the powder keg. It's basically a Long Island iced tea, but with kombucha in it. Oh, that thing is so heavy. I
can
used to
imagine,
drink like
man.
2 of them. I was like,
You're fucking done.
like I went to Arizona. I went to ASU, and we drink AMF all day long, and that powdered keg, man, like that kills me real quick. Yeah, it was just
Also because probably all the living thing is absorbing also the spirit, and then it lives inside you, keep on like partying inside your body, like, you know.
digest the alcohol real quick. Yeah, probably.
Oh man, we'll try, definitely.
Oh, definitely. I'll definitely make some for you guys to try it.
Yeah, for sure.
Just another vlog about you drinking like hard kombucha.
Yeah,
just
dude.
getting shit faced.
And grilled cheese, dude.
Oh yeah.
My fucking 3 a.m. grilled cheese. My kombucha. Hello, creative people.
And let's see, we bet if we will come out earlier from your mouth or from your back after that mix.
No, my stomach is pretty good for kombucha.
Yeah, when you get used to it, you get really good with it. Like
Yeah, if you're not used to like that, the one that we were drinking the whole bottle, that was pretty strong. Like
those were like non-flavor, and those kind of like
those were like very acidic.
like original.
Yeah,
like,
that was
like,
good, man.
Yeah, those were strong.
So good. Like some people that might be a little bit too acidic-y for.
Yeah.
You know, but for me, man, I was just like perfect, dude. He had this whole, like big old bottle. We were just sitting at Gold Cage.
Okay.
It was the first time we met.
Yeah, I think that's the first time we met. Yeah,
and then he was like, "Oh yeah, we got kombucha. Just fucking ask Tenten anytime." I'm like, "Ask Tenten anytime. We're fucking here, dude. Let's go drink some. What are you talking about, dude?" You know? Yeah. We actually you opened the second bottle.
Yeah.
You know?
Actually, we almost finished the second bottle.
Yeah.
I think it was like the bottom of it. Yeah, that's probably why. That's probably why it's strong.
Nah, I mean it was good. Man.
Yeah,
I felt
was,
great.
that was
afterwards.
really, really good. Yeah.
And that was your own brew, right?
Yeah, that was my own brew. Yeah, and it wasn't even the best, the batch. It wasn't even the best batch.
Though. It definitely brought because my parents, my mom used to make it, so I'm not sure if she still does, but she used to have
make the kombucha.
Yeah, so she'd have like 3 or 4 pots, right? So that you always have stuff ready.
So like when you were young, or when it started to become popular?
When it started to become popular.
Oh, okay.
So like, because it's very expensive to buy.
Oh yeah.
You know, like when you buy it at the store.
Yeah, and it's really easy to make.
And it's really easy to make.
Yeah.
know? So she'd have like multiple batches like lined up, so that there's always stock. You know, because you drink this amount in a week, and then the next batch will be ready. You know, and then
Right.
you kind of just it's a cycle. You know, so you always have it in the house.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
Cool, man.
it's a fun process. It's a
Yeah.
really fun process.
So how many scobies do you have going right now working?
Right now we have, well, at a single batch we can come out with, let's see, probably can come out with 40 liters of kombucha.
So you don't do like this one like 2 weeks later, like kind of like.
No, right now we're kind of like getting the Scoopy to get used to like the weathers in Shenzhen, because all the Scoopy that we have,
The northern scobies.
yeah, the mother Scoopy is from Beijing.
Right.
So right now we're like trying to get her used to
Especially
the
for the
weather
humidity
here.
here and stuff.
It's like an animal.
It is an animal. It's like you're having
You know?
2 million of pets. Like it's all there, but like it creates new Scopies during the time frame, and we usually separate them and put in the new bottle to see how that changes, because different Scopy works different ways.
Even from the same host.
Definitely, because all the new one it eat the sugars a lot quicker than the mother one, because the mother one is kind of old, but we still make it to create like new.
But how would you
Scopies.
then separate and tell? Just of course it's a guess, or
Because you saw those Scopy, right? You saw Scopy, because it's kind of like different layers of like fungus.
yeah.
At the point that
What's the oldest is the top or the bottom?
the top, the bottom one is always going to be the newborn one, because it creates from the
bottom,
top to the
right.
bottom, and once it got to a certain stage, you will see all those layers in here.
Change color then, or density, or.
Oh, not really. It's just like the fungus separated. The Scopy.
Ah,
is
okay,
separated
literally,
into-
okay.
And then you can just easily peel it off.
So you take that new one and you put
and
it.
we take the new ones into the new bottles. It's kind of like that, yeah.
Okay.
So how long can like one SCOBY last for? Is it like a year's thing if you take care of it properly? Is it like forever?
Probably like,
Like,
I
is
haven't
it like a
counted,
few
but like
months?
I feel like it from a couple months, because our mother SCOBY right now, it's already brand new. It's it's almost like all new SCOBYs in there, because when it changes colors, we usually just peel the top parts and just throw it away, because it's getting old and it doesn't really create the kombucha as the new one. So right now, still we call it the mother SCOBY, but I think it's basically the new SCOBY already. So it's kind of like changes, because we don't want to use all old ones. We used to have one, but it doesn't create the same taste. So we're thinking maybe it's time for it to go.
Get rid of it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's when we right now all our SCOBY, it's I'll say all our SCOBY, it's like brand new, born in Shenzhen.
Born in Shenzhen. Because like I was wondering if it was like very similar to like sourdough, for example. Like there's like sourdough, like mother. What was it
The
called?
mother dough, yeah. The mother
Yeah,
dough.
that are like what, 100 years old. That
They're like
forever.
yeah.
You know, and it keeps going and going and going. So I was wondering if this was kind of like the same thing, where like your mother SCOBY, and then you peel it off, and you have your new batch, but then it grows a new batch. Like the older the SCOBY, like the
not really
more
though,
special.
I think it definitely have time, but we never like calculated how long it takes for it to go fully function and until it died. We never calculated that. I think our partners in Beijing might know that, but I just don't have this knowledge right
curious,
now.
man.
Yeah, because right now I'm like, for me, I'm like a newbie in the whole
Right.
industry that don't make like kombucha. There's a couple different store making kombucha in Guangdong, not necessarily in Shenzhen. I think one of them are in Shenzhen, one of them are in Guangzhou, from Hope and Sesame.
Oh, okay.
It's called Moomin. They're pretty good too. They're really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the weight is just because you have to sell it like a product. You have to pasteurize it, so it doesn't have scopies in there.
Yeah, that's a shame.
It still
Scopy
tastes
what?
good. It doesn't have scopies in there.
Oh, scope is in there. Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
Because it's a living entity. It's bacteria, right?
Yeah, I just didn't
So,
understand.
so in order to sell it in a mass production, you have to pasteurize
You
it,
have to pasteurize it.
Right.
which basically kills all the fucking good nutrients inside.
Right.
So it becomes a drinks. It becomes a normal
Yeah.
soda drinks.
But it doesn't have like the health benefits.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to create a kombucha house in Shenzhen, that people can try actual kombucha here and feeling the whole experience.
Right. Cool, man. Well, it's coming soon.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
It is.
And what made you you mentioned before that you went to ASU?
Yeah.
What made you decide to go to the States for university?
That's a really funny question. Because when I got the offer from ASU,
So you went to university or the high school here, right? And not
I went
the
to high school here, and I was through the test. Can't get into Shenzhen University by like couple points.
Mm-hmm.
But I decided not to go to somewhere else, so I stayed in Shenzhen for another year, not going to school, just to get my TOEFL done.
Mm-hmm.
And got my TOEFL done. Got the
The
offers
what?
from
Tofu dunk?
no, the TOEFL. No, my
TOEFL.
bad. My accent, the TOEFL. Right?
I was like the
Tofu.
test, right?
Tofu.
TOEFL is.
Yeah, the TOEFL test.
To
The
check.
TOEFL test. TOEFL
Yeah, I thought you
test.
said I got tofu
My
done.
bad.
I'm like, where
My
did you get my
accent.
tofu done?
Yeah. Once I got that done, I got a couple offers from different schools in America, and then I starting to research all those universities and college.
And you thought ASU was the biggest party school?
For 7 years, fuck yeah, I'm down. Yeah, I always tell my other people's my major is partying.
Right.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
Yeah. So, before we get deep into the party life of ASU, and since you like made your own kombucha, we also made our own gin,
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
So I think we need to fucking finish these beers and then
it's about time.
yeah.
It's about time.
So we'll bust out our beer, our fucking beer, our
So
gin.
let's cheer with
chug it.
this.
Let's
I'll
chug
take
it.
it out. I'm finally
Cheers.
curious to try it. We did it with it. Well, you didn't know it, but we
Yeah.
have a friend. Well, for those who follow us in the video, I'm sorry. I'm getting some things out.
Yeah. So basically, we have a friend, Oriental Distilling Co. And he makes his own gin.
Oh,
He's based in
nice.
Zhuhai. So he has a laboratory over there where you can choose like your own botanicals and flavors and fruits and whatever.
Create your own personal gin.
And he distills it. Yeah.
Ooh.
So we went there. What, 2 months
that's
ago?
Nice. That's a nice logo.
So,
We just put our stickers to recognize it, but we just made a batch of
Uh-huh.
3 bottles to test it. And well, it's definitely a good moment to try it out. Let me put it together. And thanks for the ice to Gold Cage and Tien Tien
Yeah.
from down here.
some proper
And,
ice.
Some proper
Schweppes.
ice.
You know?
Yeah.
Proper drink needs some
You see,
proper ice.
It's a bit goldish because after the distillation we use figs, honey, and directly the vanilla in the post distillation.
Yeah, the whole
So
the
it
whole vanilla
released
bean.
Nice.
That's what the little stick is there. It's a
Yeah.
vanilla stick.
It's the most expensive thing, the piece of vanilla basically. Inside there. Well, it's good.
So this is when usually like the podcast gets interesting. We just
Yeah, because
pour
everybody
on-
start drinking.
pour on the heavy drinks. And this is when we usually have to start editing stuff out.
Yeah. We've been there before.
Yeah. That's always good. This is when I start like using every bad word, every other word. Like I start talking like a dirty
Also,
pirate.
before I mix it with the Schweppes, I want to try it plain. I don't
Yeah,
know if
yeah.
you want to. But
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure. I'm gonna get rid of my beer can.
me too.
Ooh, yeah.
You can feel the vanilla already in the smell. Also the honey, I think. Wow. I could drink it smooth.
Ooh.
So this is our first batch. There's a few things I want to tweak when we make the second batch. But I think as the first batch, it's already
It's really good. It's really good.
yeah.
Because it
It's
doesn't
nice.
smells a lot. Because the most fear thing for me, it's
You know,
I don't want to mention the brand, but there's one kind of gin that
Oh, you can
smells-
mention it.
It's Nordies.
Nordies.
Nordies. Their gin
What's,
smells
I
like
don't even know Nordies.
Nordest
Nordes.
is the one
white bottle
with the
with
white
like
bottle.
the-
The one I bought the 3 liters bottle.
Oh, you bought a 3 liters bottle.
Yeah,
Is
because
it,
I
like,
like
is,
the
it, is it a
huge,
cheap gin? Is it a good
No,
gin?
it's a really good gin, but it smells like perfume. Like it smells really strong.
It's
Oh,
full of
Like juniper?
citrus.
Oh, so-
Yeah, I mean it's a really good gin. Like I like to drink it, but I just can't take the smell of it because I feel
it's
like
very flowery, very like.
it's really strong. It almost feels like it's a fake perfume taste, like smelling.
Right.
That's the problem.
You know, this is one of the
Oh, that's
kind of gin that people either they love it or hate it. It's not like okay, like either you wow smells very good or oh wow
What
is
the
this
fuck
a
is
gin?
this? Right.
You know,
Alright,
but
cheers, guys.
Cheers.
cheers! Happy to try this special occasion. Probably we will try with kombucha one day.
Oh, that's nice, dude.
Ooh.
If it's good, I think later we try also with Tien Tien.
Oh, we bring
Then
some
we
down
get
for
some
her.
A professional
well,
bar
opinions.
owner.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
comments.
Proper opinion.
No, because we would like to then do it with Andy on a larger scale, but we wanted to wait at least a month or 6 weeks, not only for the distillation process, but also for the vanilla to release a bit of a color to see what was happening. So
Yeah,
we're
definitely.
keeping it in the.
Also for the flavor. I mean,
yeah,
Mhm.
but I guess the most important thing is the flavor.
looks promising.
I like the color. It's kind of like a
I never seen a gin that is a bit like gold.
light gold, right? Especially when you put it up with like, or like why I see it with like the light, you know?
Yeah, man.
pretty.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because gin is always clear. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
As long as it's not like a slow gin that is very brown.
Right.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
gin is always transparent.
so ASU, how was that?
Been drinking quite a lot, I guess.
Can't remember it much. Typical ASU. But it was awesome. It was awesome.
Was it good?
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad that I chose that school. Yeah, because
Would you come back every year for like Chinese New Year, the
not
holidays?
really though. Not
You
really.
stayed over there.
Yeah, I stay over there.
And the question I wanted to ask you, because like I'm like, I guess like those years are very
Blurred.
like, kind of. I wouldn't know.
No,
It's
I'm
not
joking,
what I
I'm
was gonna
joking, I'm
say. I was gonna say like for
For
any
me, it's blurred. For sure.
but like for any young man, right?
Yeah.
Or for women too, for that matter. Like for any
Young
person,
people, yeah.
like those like from 18 to 20, early 20s are kind of like really like transforms you into the person that eventually like who you're gonna become as an adult. So, what I wanted to ask you, like, when you went over, because I guess you grew up here in Shenzhen. Also, Shenzhen's a very unique city in China. It's kind of its own little
Yeah.
bubble.
Yeah.
Not like village China.
Yeah,
or
that's
like
true.
Small town China,
Yeah.
but like when you left and then you came back, it was like your parents were like, "Who the fuck are you?" Like you changed into a different person or a different like mindset or like.
You were 3 times bigger?
Kind of.
Because, it happened when in Italy, some people do the 1 year abroad.
Right,
And they come back from the US. They are bigger because of the food and stuff.
Right.
I don't know. Like, I don't think I changed much, but both the mentally or the physically. but I feel like my mindset's definitely changed. Because that's why I say I'm glad to choose ASU. It's not a typical school. It's not a normal school. It's a party school. And, like, you can feel like I'm not, like, a typical Chinese student that's a board that normally people will stay together. Like, Chinese people will stay together.
Right.
They will
Like
have
little
their own little
clusters.
group.
Right.
Like they always speak Chinese and probably wouldn't speaking, like, English that much. But I wasn't like that. I was in apartments and getting random roommates, and I got like 2 other like American roommates, and thank God they were both like good people. They're not like like all those some like sketchy people.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
they're like legit. They're like good students, but they party a lot. And I get to experience the firsthand like real American like college life.
right.
Yeah, like the old school like American Pie kind of thing.
I was about to say that.
Like I was in fraternity. Like,
You were in a fraternity?
Yeah, I'm Pike. I'm
Pike?
Pike Alpha Alpha. Yeah, I'm Pike, and I'm Founder Fathers too. Like I get to call all those little brothers come to clean house for us.
When you
Wow.
like Family Fathers, you guys started the fraternity?
No, our
found-
fraternity party way too hard, and they have like the dark history in the school, and they got kicked out.
Oh, really?
And then we renamed it. We bring it back, so we're the founded father that
The
year.
rebranding?
The rebranding, and yeah, so I don't get to get to beat the little brothers to serve any. Yeah, but that was a good experience for me. And then when I come back to China, and I was like, that was good, that was great, but I didn't want to, I don't know, like continuing my life, like working there and like make a living there.
Because home is still home,
Home is still home, and I think the way that I change is like I probably can, bring my methodology back to Shenzhen and give more people to feel this kind of things,
Right.
and let people actually enjoy it, and know more about, I don't know, like everything pretty much. But that's my point to coming back. It's just like I feel like I've been changed, so all my friends around, my good friends back in China, they should know what I feel. They should understand what I was feeling.
Yeah.
And then I come back and I open my first bar and kind
What
of
was your major there?
partying.
I wanted to confirm that. I wasn't sure I got it right in the first instance.
Every single year still
Events management.
not really. Not
fraternity startup,
for a home part. Yeah.
Personal
rebranding,
Rebranding.
sheet clearing.
HR.
But no, my real major is mechanical engineering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, even though I don't look like it. But I don't know. Like studying in college wasn't really. I don't know. I never placed myself into my futures like jobs for mechanical engineering. And I always feel like that's just what I like. I love cars. I love like modifying cars.
Okay.
I love all kinds of old cars. I drive a '94 BMW back in America, like old school.
I had a 85 BMW 3 Series.
Ooh, those were
Fucking beautiful car.
Yeah,
man.
right. And I got another one. It's a '05 Mustang. The first, the first one. They changed the style.
Okay.
And I'm looking for. I got like I found it for like 3 months to get a manual one because I love manual car.
Right.
Yeah.
You mean here in China or back in the
No,
US?
back in America.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Here I drive a shitty car. It's a big city. You don't need a car that cool like that.
Nice.
You know.
I mean, like for me, like the one thing I miss, and especially like California. California has like very good weather, right?
Yeah.
So as opposed to like the East Coast or different places where they use a lot of like salt on the road to melt the snow, which causes a lot of like corrosion in
For
vehicles.
the tires, for
And especially like the
vehicles.
metals like underneath and stuff. So California has like this like an amazing collection of pristine like vintage.
It never snows in winter in LA?
Like in the mountains.
Big
like,
beer mountains,
Oh, yeah.
probably, but nah.
nobody lives there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a handful of people, you know. So like, I love the old cars, and that's one thing I really miss about Shenzhen is like there's no old
I mean,
cars.
the whole China there's.
Right.
I mean, probably in like northern cities, probably there's some of them, but like in Shenzhen, definitely no.
And I was always like, and people said like it's because like I always thought it'd be like a good business to like buy like old cars.
But I cannot.
Yeah, but like you can't like buy old cars from the U.S., you know,
Yeah,
and then like bring them over to China.
Nah, you can't.
Not allowed.
But fuck, it's such a. I mean, because like for me, like I rather have like an old like '69 Impala or original like old Mustang,
The Mac one.
instead of having like a Porsche or a Ferrari or something like that.
Yeah, I totally
you know,
agree.
like,
Definitely.
If I want to buy, if
You
I
know,
want
like
to put my money on a car,
like
buy
a
something
old school Cadillac, you know, like whatever, right? Like it'd be so much like it's just I don't know, it's a different feeling when you're
Also
driving.
because it's the perfect weather for whatever car, even if you get
the convertible one.
Convertible,
you know,
put the
just-
roof
just
down.
I love the
Cruise,
Jaguar
just
roster, like
cruising.
the open one, like that. I would get that one immediately.
But it's such a shame because man, I miss seeing all those cars. You know, you go like the car shows. Just fucking this line of these.
It's not even like the car
beauties.
show. It's like the weekly gathering. You go to the cafe
Right,
and then everybody putting out like
Cruising,
insane cars.
you go cruising.
You're like, oh man, this is the life. But yeah,
Yeah, man.
that's what I've been missing too.
Here it is not even allowed the motorbike in Shenzhen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shame. That's a real shame.
Not even like a Vespa, you know. I would love to get a old school Vespa.
And the reason they can't have motorcycles or motorbikes on the highways is because they think it's not safe, or there'd be too.
No, it's
there'd be too many of
For
them.
safe,
No,
originally, for what I know, but
It's
Yeah.
like there'd be like two.
there were too many. You know, already 10, 15 years ago, Shenzhen was quite rough. When I
Right.
arrived here first time,
Oh,
was,
yeah,
was
very
rough. And there was a lot of criminality, people coming with the motorbike, stealing your bags and stuff, especially to foreigners, because this was kind of the entry port for business and stuff. So they decided to tackle that criminality of robbery by not allowing
Really?
the motorbikes at
I
all.
didn't know.
This is one of the things that they told me. Then, of course,
I always
Can
thought
be
it'd just be
other
like too
things.
many of them. Like,
I feel like
it'd be like 1,000 fucking
I mean
motorcycles.
there's
on the
both
car.
of the reason of it. I think
Right.
like yeah, definitely. 'Cause, I mean motorbikes are
And the reason why you can't have vintage cars is
because
know
of the
why?
regulation,
Yeah.
like
The safety. If they are
the
after
safety and like what is it called, emission, the emission test, and like the
and especially in Shenzhen, because in Shanghai you can, I've seen them, but I think Shenzhen, because of like modernity stuff, there is the rule that whatever car is in the road cannot be more than 20 years old. You know, it's something like that. I'm just
Like,
making
kind
an
of-
example.
kind of,
So,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Trying to be like a green
like
city and stuff.
every year some cars are not allowed anymore.
Yeah,
The whole fleet of taxis and buses here in Shenzhen is totally
all
electric.
electric,
So,
yeah.
you know, there is
But you
this
could,
target.
I mean, you could like theoretically take like the old school car and make it a battery powered car and keep the body and the
but
frame and
they
stuff.
ban you from modification.
from importing it
Oh, you
originally.
can't modify
you
your
can't
cars?
modify a car. You can't change the engine. You can't change the pipe. You can't change the. There's a lot of shit that you can't change. My bad. Yeah.
Well, you can
But-
change the color because I've seen very crazy
Oh, yeah,
colors.
yeah, you can change the color.
The color.
You can change the outlooks, but you
Yeah.
gotta retake the picture for your registration back in the DM Chinese DMV.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but it's.
I think you have to do that in the U.S. too if you change it, because like
The color?
the color.
No, you don't have to.
I think
don't
so.
I don't think so.
Because like when they scan your plates, they have all the information. It's like a red
dear.
Cadillac, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, if you
know?
change the color, yes, but if you're like putting the what is it called, the protecting sheet for it, like the
Oh, this
the-
kind
the-
of
the
vinyl
kind of like a sticker, like
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
stickers
yeah.
on it. You don't have to, but
Right.
in China you have to, because you
Right.
change the outlook of your car.
Right.
Oh.
Like
Okay.
yeah, that's the point. It's very strict.
But then you can drive without a number plate for the first 3 months, which is very absurd.
In China, you can.
Have you ever seen these cars without number plate? The first 3 months, you
Yeah,
can
but
use
like
it
you
with-
got those little papers that you have to stick
Stick
back
on the
in the
back
back
of-
window.
Right.
I mean, you can do. You don't have to do it, but once the police on the road, you're getting busted for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, in Italy, I think that day one, if you drive without a number plate,
Yeah.
they will
yeah.
stop you, take your car, and
And another thing I don't see here so much is like in U.S. like you're driving down the highway and stuff like that. You always see like one car pulled over the side of the road. There's a police car behind there, tagging him for speeding or whatever the fuck, right? I never see that kind of thing.
No, please don't pull down people here. Like it's not their job. Their job is pretty much
Like if there's an accident, they show up. Or if there's
yeah,
like a
it's
problem,
a
they show up.
yeah.
or
and
they
there's-
do a blockade on the street and they
there's a
stop everyone to
checkpoint,
blow.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
seen
there's
that,
like
but
checkpoint.
never like we're like whoop whoop whoop. Where like the car like
in
flags
America,
somebody.
you see like cop cars following you without the sirens on.
Oh, well, in America, the cops never have the lights on.
Here they
and
have
the-
it on 24/7.
24/7. But the only, I think it's a law too that they only can put the lights on when they're in an emergency situation.
Yeah, that's in
or
America,
in
yeah.
a situation where they're doing policing.
Yeah,
They're
right.
on duty.
If
yeah,
they're just
yeah.
driving around or whatever, the lights are off. But here, yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like,
here's the first
without
couple months-
sound, they
Yeah.
turn on the sound if needed.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. The first like two.
Even
3
the
months, I
little
didn't get
motorbike
used
from
to
the
it.
police
Yeah.
is this huge, you know.
But in the U.S., you always get sketched out. You see like a police car behind you, you're like, "Fuck, is he gonna come with me? Is he chill?" You know, but here it's just like they're spinning on. Okay, whatever. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
And
you're
then-
just like they're so way too annoying, man.
Yeah.
Like the fucking flashlight.
Yeah, but here also, like every single road, there's a camera and a detection system. So you know, in terms
Yeah,
of
sometimes
like,
it's annoying too. Like you like let's say you're driving at like 12 p.m. and it's like all dark, and you're packing the checkpoint and it's the flashlights just like, and you're
Right,
like I
hits
can't
you.
see shit for like 3 seconds. It's not fucking safety, man.
But that's one
the
thing.
flash
that
is strong here.
Oh yeah, that
sometimes.
one is so strong.
Yeah.
That's just, yeah.
I miss driving. I miss having my car. Like when I decided to finally move here, I sold my car.
Oh.
And actually, I didn't even sell my car. I hired a bunch of movers to move my house, you know, and like get rid of the stuff I wasn't going to keep, and then the stuff I wanted to keep, moved to my parents' house. And then we worked out like a price first, and then I still didn't figure out what I was going to do with my car. My parents didn't want my car, and I was
You
just
gave them a car.
so I said, "Listen, I owe you this amount of money. I'll give you this car instead." They said, "Okay."
Perfect.
Yeah,
It's
so,
on-site deal.
it's like I say, I was just like,
It's just
actually,
like-
they fucking were so happy, man, because it was a fucking beautiful car. It was lowered.
Ooh,
You know?
okay, a lower Beamer. Come
It
on.
was a lowered- and it's like one of the first BMWs that was fully automatic.
Automatic,
So
yeah.
automatic windows for all four windows, automatic sunroof, moonroof, and the back and the trunk
Uh-huh.
was just like half of it was just a big bass. You know, so
Oh man.
it was my fucking. It was such a good ride, dude. It was all like
Nice.
leather interiors,
Yeah.
black leather,
Uh-huh.
white.
So I
car.
mean, actually, it was
It was worth a lot.
much more worth
Yeah,
than
it
what
was,
definitely.
It was like one of those things where I'm leaving in 2 days. Like
you wouldn't have been able to sell it, whatever.
I could have given it. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could have sold it. If I really like pushed
Yeah,
for it, it was
okay,
just
okay.
like it was. I was like, it wasn't even like that was my intention. I was just like the car was there, the truck was full. They wanted money. I was just like,
Take the car.
how about this? I was like, fuck, okay. You know, so someone got a sick ride that day, dude.
Oh yeah.
So, and the engine was modified too. So it was man, I missed that car.
Somebody's getting emotional.
Yeah, dude, I have sentimental, man. It's cool, man. No, I lived in San Francisco, dude. I have so many memories driving over like Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh
and
yeah.
driving down like Highway 1, going to Santa Cruz or
Uh-huh,
wherever
uh-huh.
else, you know. So-
Yeah, I miss it too because I live in Arizona.
Did you get a car in the States when you lived there? Or?
Oh yeah, definitely. I have plenty of cars.
Or-
Be it-
Oh, yeah, so you fucking just told us.
Yeah, and I used to drive to LA probably every 2 weeks
From
from Phoenix. It's a
how long?
4.5 hour drive. It's
No way.
369
more than that.
miles. It's 300 miles. Come on.
Really? That close?
It's
300.
300
Los Angeles to Vegas is like
6 hours.
yeah.
We
And-
drive to
And you guys are farther than. I mean, you're past Vegas.
yeah,
But
we're
they are
passing
more-
Vegas,
more-
but Vegas
more
is closer
down.
to us.
Right.
From Phoenix to Vegas is like 5 hour drive. Yeah.
But I don't think it's 3 hours from Phoenix to fucking Los Angeles.
Well, I did it in 3.5 hours.
You
Probably
fucking
has-
flying, dude.
Yeah, you
Get
know.
a faster car.
He had a faster car, dude. No, he was breaking the law. That's what he
Oh, breaking a lot of laws, man. Breaking a lot of laws. But no, the fastest one that I drove was 3.5.
Man, you
3
must.
hours and 40 something minutes. But normally it takes like 4.5 hours around there.
How many kilometers you said it was?
It's I don't know, like it's 360 something miles.
Miles.
It's
So like
far. No, man.
like
I know,
400
miles.
something. So it's
Oh
like
my God,
400
wait.
something kilometers. So if we're doing 110,
Like from San Francisco to Los Angeles, it's almost like 6 to 8 hours.
yeah, that's long.
60
Yeah.
miles.
If you check the map, it says 6 hours.
579 kilometers. Okay.
Yeah, dude, Los Angeles to Phoenix.
Yeah.
That's what you did?
I think it's
No, I
it
get
says
it.
on the map it's like 5 something hours.
Dude, how many hours to drive from Los Angeles to Phoenix?
Yeah.
3 hours, man. I can't believe it, dude.
But I usually go to West Covina though. I don't get into Los Angeles.
But you means you needed to have an average of 170 kilometers per hour as an average for making it in 3 hours. But he said 4.5. He didn't say 3.
No, I said 3 hours and 40 something minutes.
So let's say 4 hours.
Let's say 4 hours. Yeah.
4 hours is still a long time.
4 hours mean.
And we can't even get to San
125
Francisco.
Average.
Like 110, 120.
Yeah, okay.
Around
well,
there.
It's not impossible. Breaking the
it's
law is
doable.
possible.
It's doable. It's doable.
doable.
And
It's
also, but a
doable.
lot of those roads, there's like, it's very.
No, it's in the desert. It's
Yeah,
like
there's no
straight
people,
line.
you know,
There's
yeah.
no
You just-
one there. It's only trucks.
Yeah.
So, like you can drive fast, like for sure.
It's one of those typical movie streets, like. It's
I did a trip for like hundreds of times, man. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the places that, because me and Freddie, we talked like before, like he loves Los Angeles, and I grew up in LA, and I've never been to Italy, so but he's been to Los Angeles, but that's one of the trips that I want to go to Italy with him, and then I want to take him to go to Los Angeles together.
And also San Francisco. Never been in San Francisco.
Oh, you would love San Francisco.
Oh yeah, you love San Francisco.
Mm.
San Francisco is definitely cool.
Yeah, it's a great city. I think it's I like San Francisco much better than Los Angeles.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
a different vibe.
It's a different vibe. It's a very different vibe.
But there's still. I mean,
They say it's 372 miles according to the Google Map
yeah.
direction by car, 5 hours and 19 minutes.
Yeah. So
But-
if you're doing 90s, you can do it
But
in 4.
respecting the law and the speed limit.
Right.
You won't do 75 in a fucking state
so
highway.
4 hours is doable. Yeah, 4 hours is doable.
Yeah.
So-
Like normally, because I live in Phoenix, I live really close to I-10. From my apartment to I-10, it was like
That's direct.
like
You don't-
5-minute drive.
You
Like
don't have to leave the house. 10 goes all the way to Los Angeles, right?
Yeah. I take the 10 all the way. Like that's it. Like I hit the highway, hit on cruise control. 4 hours later,
man,
I was
it's a
in
fucking
West
straight line.
Covina.
Hit us some Taco Bell, some In and Out on the way.
Probably, probably.
Did you like Taco Bell in the States?
It's a love-hate
When
relationship,
you're
man.
drunk, when you're drunk, it's the perfect.
When you get
food.
drunk, Taco Bell, Panda Express, Chipotle, it's always good.
Chipotle is better than Taco Bell, but different.
At different.
it's
Yeah,
different.
because I only get like certain items from Chipotle. I only get the pulled pork.
Right. Did you try Taco Bell here in Shenzhen?
No, I don't wanna kill the dreams. I don't wanna kill the feelings, man. Like, no.
You know?
I tried Shake Shack. It's bear me, it tastes like shit.
Okay.
So it wasn't even close.
I wasn't even close, man. Like, I don't know. It's probably all because of the environment. I would say like I never like separate them. Like eating a Shake Shack in LA and eating a Shake Shack here in Shenzhen.
Yeah, when I went back to the U.S. for the first time in 10 years in 2019. And that people think I'm fucking crazy, but the first place I wanted to go eat was Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
But you know what? One thing, I guess to you too, but then you've
Want
been
somewhere?
living
Yeah,
there,
for sure. Thank you.
is that like the sizing of everything in the U.S. Like, I mean,
It's bigger.
like
What do you
in the
mean?
menu, you can find, I don't know, the cheeseburger with, I don't know, maybe 5 patties at the McDonald's, or you know, everything is bigger. Like the small Coke is what you get here as a large, and then you can get a fucking 1
Gallon.
liter gallon. It's like, you know, just things that don't exist
And you get free
available at the
refills
market.
too.
And then you see these huge people. That was like crazy. Like the smallest portion is anyway big, right?
Yeah.
That
But-
is.
Yeah, man, I miss. And then they opened a Taco Bell here in
In Shenzhen.
in Shenzhen. I went there. I was so disappointed because
They didn't
one
have anything.
they didn't
vegetarian.
have one vegetarian thing. They didn't have like the classic like bean and cheese burrito.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
or like the 7-layer burrito. Or I mean, it was just like at least have this, man. This is the kind of like the Taco Bell bean and cheese burrito is like
It's the basic,
it's
iconic.
iconic fucking thing, you know.
Yeah. I remember it. Every single time we were like drunk, we're definitely gonna get it.
You know, and then you
Yeah.
can like add extra onions, add nacho cheese inside,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
fucking get it gourmet style.
Uh-huh.
Taco Bell gourmet.
Is there any of those, let's say, famous here Chinese fast foods also big in the U.S.?
No, there's no Chinese.
Like the
fast
one
food.
with the Bruce Lee face, or
No.
Oh, the Chun
No?
Kung Fu. That
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Nah,
no,
no.
is there not?
I mean the famous Chinese food.
But there is
Chinese
in
fast.
U.S. some Chinese fast food
That's
that
but it's not really. I wouldn't like Panda Express. Is
I would
like
say it's
Chinese
American Chinese food for
Yeah,
sure.
it's
Yeah,
okay.
it's. I mean, it's kind of Chinese food, but not really.
Food. Yeah.
adopted.
Totally-
yeah,
totally
it's
different.
totally different. Because I mean, Panda Express is still good. Like especially when you're hungover. Get a honey water shrimp. You know.
Yeah, but it's definitely Americanized, you know.
Yeah.
But I definitely like.
But in LA, you can try so many different like authentic Chinese food though.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
even in all the big cities now, you can.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
LA for the food selection for sure.
Well,
From
even
what
like
I can see, it
like
was-
even when I was still living in the U.S., I started seeing like hot pot restaurants, like
Yeah.
Chinese style hot pot
Oh, yeah?
restaurants. You know,
I mean,
pop
San
up here and
Francisco and LA is like definitely they have like China area. It's not even like Chinatown. They have district. Like they have China little cities in there. Like we're talking about Monterey Park, San Gabriel. Like, come on, those are like you see all the signs are Chinese. It doesn't even feel like American. It feels like China.
No,
There's not even, you look at these businesses, and there's not even like an English thing of what it says. It's just like Chinese.
Yeah.
So.
No, but it's true. But then I don't know why. In the U.S. happens a lot that different cultures are gentrified into a district. I don't see this happening anywhere else.
I think it's like a history thing, you know, like
historical because they were there and then.
Yeah, I mean, all started like because you used to have like when all the Irish were coming, all the Irish would go in one spot,
like,
you know, like
Little Italy
all the
there.
Italians would go in one spot, you know? Because I think when U.S. was kind of first being formed and stuff, like, you're Italian, where are you going to go? You're not going to go hang out with the fucking Jews or the Chinese, right? You're going to go.
I mean, after so
go hang out with the
much
Italians because that's who your people are.
I think I think it's a.
Here it's funny that it's not gentrified by culture, but by like function or business. Mm-hmm. This is something I see only in China. Like in Lohu, there is the district where they sell cars. You have like 25 different car sellers in one place. Yeah. Then they have the district behind the corner for furniture. Right. There's 5 malls of furniture, and they all sell furniture there. For Christmas, have you ever been? We should do a video about that.
Market?
When they do the whole street, they all sell suddenly Christmas decorations.
Stuff, yeah.
A whole street for that. Even from Sheco, they go there because it's the only place where they sell Christmas decorations.
True.
It's true. Yeah. But I noticed that without expecting, I don't know, in LA, I think I was there in the Jewel Market. It's called Jewel. Anyway, nearby the musical opera house, and then I started seeing a lot of Jewish people, but typical like dress.
The Hasidic Jews, or whatever they're called.
So. All there. Even just walking around the street randomly, so I expect they're just
that was their neighborhood.
Living there, I was in the neighborhood or something. So,
you know, the one thing I haven't seen in China. And I don't know if it would be allowed or it would work, whatever. But like a drive-through fast food. You know, where you just like pull your car, get your.
I think there's a drive-through McDonald's here in Shenzhen. In the
like you actually like pull in your car.
Yeah.
Really?
In the what is it called? 欢乐海岸. I don't know the English name for it. I don't know. Yeah, there's a drive-through McDonald's here.
You can actually roll in with your car.
Yeah, you're rolling with your cars and but get this, like there's only one drive-through. So if you want to get like drive-through service, you can only go there. And there's like a couple millions of cars here. Like, they all packed in one place.
Honestly, I think that would be like an interesting vlog. Like, we're going to the only drive-through.
I think you can go to the McDonald's in...
we go with you someday.
For sure.
We get the cameras. Because there's no... I've
took my car for
but
sure.
in Italy, I've never seen a drive-through either.
In Italy, it
like,
doesn't exist.
I think only in the U.S.
Not even in the big cities like Rome or something?
No, I feel like drive-through is only for
US
Americans.
thing?
Yeah,
I do tell you, when I was younger, I thought I thought it was something like that you see in the movie, but it's not real because I also...
the drive-through?
It didn't make sense. I mean, it's like, why you want to take it in the car and either you stop and eat in the car, but then if you stop the car, just go eat inside, or you're gonna drive very long. I just don't get it. I can imagine now, but why you wanna get some food in your car? Then you can barely drive, and if you wanna stop to drive, then just stop and go inside and get yourself what you want. It's like, why you create a queue? Let me see. Either you know what you want, and then you're driving 2 hours. You get a coffee, burger, French fries, and give me some whatever chicken nuggets and the sauce, and then you're driving. And you have all this shit. That's like, I don't get it. Why?
No, man, fuck, dude. Like you used to go to Taco Bell. You get your burrito. You just fucking roll that thing down. You fucking eat it.
But okay, this would be illegal by law in Italy if you don't have 2 hands on your wheel. is not
It's
legal.
against the law.
It's against the law. You have to drive 10-10.
Not really.
Like,
Ooh.
I mean, by law. Then of
Yeah, I
course-
know. Like,
But it's like the same reason. I mean,
Like, don't play your cell phone. Kind
yeah,
of.
don't talk on
kind
your
of,
on your cell phone, and there is less chances that I'm gonna have an accident if I'm talking on my phone while I'm looking there because I only need to listen and use my drive. Then if I'm eating a Taco Bell and I spill the fucking sauce, like fuck, boom, and I hit the truck in front of me. It's like but yeah, you know what I mean. So I thought when I was younger there was a big like.
That was a myth.
Yes, it's something that you see a lot in the movie, but it's not everywhere.
Doesn't exist.
Like,
yeah, the first time I went to the drive-thru in America, oh damn.
you wanted to do. You bought a car to do that.
Oh, for sure, man. That was a fucking adventure, for sure, man.
And then they show you the menu, or you have to know what you want, or
No,
like,
there's a big menu.
There's a big menu on the
like a
speakers,
huge
like
menu.
you can.
Like the menu's the size of this table.
Yeah, it's huge.
You know, so
And
you're,
like,
it's
you can read it
vertical
in
in
the
there.
car.
so you're sitting there with your car and this fucking menu. There's like two of them. There's like one on that long, like
Long
back,
waiting
and then,
line
and there's
and-
one
Mhm.
like when you're ordering.
so you order, but then you get it on the other side.
So then you order, and then you drive around or drive straight, however
Yeah.
it's set up. And then there's a pickup window, and sometimes they have two pickup windows, right? Or
Sometimes you pay at the first windows and pick up at the second windows.
Yeah, sometimes
like
you pay-
someone
yeah.
like that.
you know?
Okay.
Then you just get a little baggie, and you're supposed to go.
I mean, they are also in the middle of the town. No, they're on highways and
And most of the town,
outskirts.
they're everywhere.
They're
Yeah.
everywhere.
They're
Every
everywhere.
single one.
But then I
is
still
like
don't.
drive-thru.
I still
Almost every-
don't
almost-
explain myself. Like,
almost every McDonald's and every Taco Bell and every fast food place
It's
an
drive-thru.
individual shop with a drive-thru.
Drive-thru. Yeah.
but you think most of those people are taking to bring it home,
I think
Or
a
to-
lot of them are.
Yeah, I think
just
like,
to take home,
like
not to
80%
eat in
of
the
them are
car?
like 80% of them are like just like takeout
But
orders.
yeah.
So do you reckon that home delivery, like the Meituan and stuff, would kill that?
it's different.
If you would have the same system, I'm driving home. I'm not gonna stop there. I'm gonna order and they deliver. To
I
my
feel
home.
like in American, it's like for this specific kind of food, I'm gonna go for drive-thru.
Right.
For this
Oh.
specific kind of food, I'm gonna order it.
The Uber Eats or
The
Okay.
Uber Eats like pizza and I got a delivery like Domino's and all that stuff. I order it like online with apps.
also because distances are bigger. Maybe
'Cause it's been
you're in
years,
San
I think.
Bernardino.
yeah, and you want
And
to go
you're
to
coming back
Culver
from
City
LA
or-
Center, you
Yeah.
stop over, like,
You know?
okay, all right.
You know, imagine like you living in here, and for me, for example, like I want to drive home. I don't want to spend time on eating, but I can just whip around to the Taco Bell drive-through, pick up my burrito. I got my fucking meal on my way home.
Uh-huh.
You know,
While
like,
driving.
While driving.
While driving.
While driving, you know?
Why not though? If you got the option, you know.
And then all my boys fucking, got their burritos too.
Oh, I remember like we're begging our roommates to drive us when we're drunk to Taco Bell. Be like, please, man, please, we just want a Taco Bell.
Like the number one highest sales Taco Bell is in the middle of College Town, San Luis Obispo.
Uh-huh.
Open 24 hours a day.
The
So
old
only-
fucking student college.
Yeah, it's,
tickets
when
and
everything
down.
all
shuts-
drunks.
When the city shuts down, everybody goes there.
Yeah.
So just slanging tacos and burritos all day,
Yeah.
24/7.
It's like ASU. It's like Tempe.
Right.
It's every single fast food. Like,
Did you get into football when you lived there? Because ASU is a big football school.
yeah, I kind of get into it. I kind of get into it. Yeah. Because my size. Of course.
American
play?
football?
A little bit.
For fun?
For fun only. Yeah. I mean, I tried the team.
Did you try get on the team?
Yeah, but nah, they were like way too like
Way bigger.
yeah, way bigger. They have way higher standard.
Right.
So like I followed the team for like practice for a little bit. But yeah, like you never make the team. Like God, they're way too strong. They're way,
I mean, yeah. I mean, like
They're way
you're
better.
talking about like you're coming to China and trying to join an elite
The-
football team, college football team.
I don't think there is a rugby football thing in China, right?
Yeah, I don't think any Chinese rugby team.
Yeah.
I know they have football here.
I mean,
our friend Leo plays
like American
football.
football,
Yeah,
really.
I mean, Circle, right?
Yeah.
I think they're in Circle. Yeah, I kind of saw the.
You don't want to go play, join? I mean, you can be like a good center.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm way too old for that.
I don't think so, man. I think you're. How old are you, by the way?
Well, actually, I'm only 29 right now. I'm gonna be 30 tomorrow next year.
You're a young boy, man.
Yeah.
We're old compared to you.
Can be your father.
Ooh, that old? Come on.
No.
Technically,
No.
no, but depends.
Me.
If I was your mother, maybe yes, but
Probably.
No, not even.
Not even.
30. I mean, you're not even.
no. I'm always.
Yeah.
I was born in 92, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was born in the 80s, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, almost there.
Yeah.
Almost there.
I don't look like a 92.
Ancola.
Uncle. Well, man, the grilled cheese,
Yeah.
I'm fucking dying for it.
Yeah. We'll be ready. We'll be ready in like 2-3 weeks. And during that time, when we like testing all our machinery and all our like the whole buildings, we'll definitely let you guys know.
Of course.
Yeah,
we
for
are
sure.
a few steps away, so
Yeah.
looking forward.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I mean. One thing I love about this place is like, and especially like I think this particular time is special because like when we moved in here, right? There was not even the gold cage. There was not. We were the
Yeah,
first.
we were the first one,
office first. Yeah, people in this particular building.
And the first foreigners also.
Yeah, the first foreigners. I mean, I think there's only one other foreigner.
Who?
I mean, in Nantou.
But yeah, that was like you mean Joe? That was
Yeah, Joe.
starting doing the thing.
I mean, like when we moved in here, the East-West Street wasn't even
finished.
open.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you know,
that
from
was-
the East Gate, it was still under construction.
Well, that was so early.
Yeah, it was the beginning of the year. I mean, they basically took away the scaffolding and everything like March,
Yeah.
right? So like when we first started coming here, looking at this place, like the East-West Street was a construction site. You couldn't even go inside. You know, and all of a sudden
that was
after
the-
Chinese New Year, they took it all away, and then you could start to see like, okay, wow, this is. Now I understand the project a little bit better. But the point is like it's cool to come into this neighborhood and this community so early because like we can see like step by step like
the
The things that are popping up.
so
you
yeah,
know,
so like,
that's
you know,
the cool part.
1010 opened up, boom, like now we became friends with 1010, and this shop opened up, and the perfume shop, you know, that just opened up. That's all.
Or Faye doing yoga.
Or Faye doing the
you
yoga,
know, that
right? You know.
all the people that by being here physically
Uh-huh.
and being around, because also we are the ones that on purpose every now and then a new place open, we want to go there, see what it is, speak English, not speak English. So we start to meet a little bit everyone, and then we can share some thoughts and discussions with new people.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah.
cool for us, cool for you, cool for people that know. So it's very vibrant.
And I would say like by being here, like, you know, we meet a lot of people. I don't know about you. You also you meet a lot of people, but for me, like, because of this particular area, I met a lot of people that I became close with. You know, kind of very quickly. You know,
Right.
as opposed to, and also because like I feel like this is like a, you know, we're all in this together. It's like our community. It's it's our home. You know.
Yeah, that's kind of part of the reason why we choose here, because we love this whole neighborhood, and everybody, not well, most of us, like the owners, are like, you know, like chill, like to hang out with each others, and the whole atmosphere is just different from other, like, let's say commercial business, like part or like stores, like big malls.
Well, I would even
Yeah,
say
yeah.
like even like SeaWorld. I bet you SeaWorld doesn't have the
But because, you know,
camaraderie or the
in all this
closeness
very
as-
purely commercial thing, I think there is this kind of unseen poison of competition.
I'm here to get mine,
We are
only
doing,
get mine,
you know, like
you
you
know?
said, we're doing this together. We are all came here without. I mean, it's the beginning of something, and we are all seeing the potential, betting on it, and thanks also to the fact that they are also behind the scenes selective in who is comes here. At the end, there's a lot of like cool people doing cool stuff, so that is why it happens, I guess. I mean, it is not only by chance, but
Also by
I'm
purpose.
sure nobody feels the competition, right? Of like, oh, now I take a place in, I don't know, Coco Park, and what are they doing next door and stuff, because it's a bit of a safe bet, or anyway, like, yeah.
It's cool, man. I get to meet people like you, like Tintin. You know?
Yeah, because this whole area is, it got the vibe like becoming a neighborhood, like
Yeah.
becoming everybody know each other's, and
I'm sure it's we can call it a community, man.
Yeah,
Again,
it's-
I mean, we end up hanging out together and doing things together.
Yeah,
all the people we meet. So.
yeah, we were joking with 1010 the other day. We're like, oh, this is like Nantou City underground society, man. Like we keep close to each other, and like we actually have fun in here, like, and just bullshitting, chilling around. Like, this is the good life. This is the life that, like 1010 and I and you guys, I think we both like it.
Right.
Like, it's not like the commercial life, like,
Yeah,
even though we have social lives for sure, you know, but still, like, we need this kind of life, or we need this kind of like vibe for other people to feel it, to be a local, to be in this neighborhood, to be in this block,
To be a part of the community.
yeah, to be a part of a community, and like people will feel more comfortable with this whole environment.
And also it brings. I don't want to say only quality, but maybe let's say fresh quality. I mean, it's not only good things and good ideas, but done in a nice way, because people that do it, they're really carrying it, right? I mean, so that is not easy to find in general
Yeah.
as a standard concentration of situations. So then, of course, probably most of the customers and people that walks on the street are walking through and like to take a lot of photos, and we don't know what exactly are doing. This I don't know, because we are not a commercial situation. We are not selling our services to the outside. But I'm sure that little by little, all our friends and network, overlapping all the others, brings all this there, because the people like us, creative people, whatever, they attract people here that they like certain kind of things, except walking in a place and taking photos, but trying and stuff. So I'm sure he will end up as a successful, more
I
and more
think so.
successful.
Like we talked about this many times before. Like it's still in its infant stages of people knowing about it. Obviously it's attracting a lot of people.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Every day, and especially on the weekends, this place is packed. But within like a year or two, especially like when they open up the metro and more businesses moved in, they finished like all the development and stuff. Like this is gonna be a hot spot, for nightlife, for dinner life, for history, for chilling. It's coming.
Yeah.
Going to a cool bookstore, reading a book.
Yeah. Yeah. With people like us in here sharing our own, like, I don't think we're sharing, especially when like Tian Go Cage, like Okie Dokies and like all different kind of shops. I don't think we're selling products. We're only sharing lifestyles.
Exactly, that's true.
Right.
Like that's just the lifestyle that we're living every day.
But you can see also how the individuals are collaborating to each other. It can be like from Joe that brings here the beer festival, Tian Tian collaborating with you. The other day we met the Amino girl that because the old shop tea is starting doing something together. We're doing videos for people. So there is how do you say, like healthy collaboration as opposed to, as I was saying before, the poison of
commercial life,
of the commercial conflict. You know, it's like I'm not going to talk to you because well, maybe you have a larger queue than me. And, but also this again, I think in the management behind the stage is also quite some effort in having been able to strategically somehow making it happen, in the sense that there's not gonna be McDonald's or KFC coming here, as well. There's not gonna put
Starbucks,
but like two places that are doing the same things together. You will not find two bakery places next to each other, because you know the owner of this building and the owner of this building don't give a shit about who is next, but they want to rent it out. But in here, when there is an overall management, that you can be more surgically displaying the thing so that it works in a better way.
Yeah, for sure.
But I was surprised that 7-Eleven got a shop here.
Well, everybody need a convenience shop.
But there's already like, if you go in like this alley, that alley, there's already some.
But yes, but like I feel like if the 7-Eleven become like the local convenience shop, it will be even like cool. It would be even cooler. Like even it would be dope. But like 7-Eleven, it's a daily need. Like it's just a convenience shop. It's
7-Eleven is one of those things that sometimes I enter, I don't even know it's a 7-Eleven. You know, it could be like, what is called it, Poison, like the one with the black horse that looks like the Marlboro. Poison.
Yeah. There's also
you know, I don't even realize the difference anymore between one and another.
Yeah, I just feel like that's just like one of the stores that this community gotta have, no matter what it is.
Right.
But yeah.
Is it open 24 hours? Do you know?
I don't think so. Last night we left here around like
already?
Yeah, we left here.
Yeah, they opened
like
2 days ago. By the way. Right?
Yesterday. No, it was yesterday. Yesterday was the first day.
Yeah, yesterday was the first day. So yesterday, today, 2 days. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're like close at 12, especially during like weekdays, because during weekdays are pretty slow. Weekends, I don't know.
I went there earlier today just to have a look to see what was inside. It was packed.
It was packed. When I went also by bit packed.
Yeah.
I even seen like some like the
order food.
Some like the girls from like Fried Rice. They post on their moments like, I know where I'm gonna eat every day now. Like 7-Eleven sandwich and shit like that.
Right. Ah, cool, man. No, anyway, we're looking forward for what is gonna
Goat cheese
soon. Goat cheese and stuff. We are gonna share something, but as is like not too much commercial and stuff. We will share some things, but you can reach out to us to know where the living room is.
I love the name.
It's a hidden gem, and we'll surely, I'm sure, end it up organizing something there. So for those of you who listen, stay tuned.
We should organize a party there.
Oh, I'm totally
down. A special night for us with all of our friends.
For sure.
We'll do something. We'll come up with something cool. Anyway, I don't know.
We'll close down the whole block to waiting for you guys.
Yeah. No. We're gonna take over the whole building.
The whole buildings, the whole street, the gardens right next to us. It's all your guys, man.
For our I don't know, anniversary or something. Yeah. No, let's anyway plan it. So far so good. It's been smooth as our gin, I hope.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm feeling it.
So let's cheers to that. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for being here.
I'm glad to have me here.
And we'll see you soon in the hood and in the living room.
Thank
Boom.
you. Thank you.
Designer.
We're out.
We're out. See you guys in Nantou City, man.
Kaboom.